Pro tip. Yeah, my first rainbow on trail. Kind of hard to see, but pretty cool. But that probably means it's gonna rain here. I think I just felt a sprinkle. Better set up my tent. Alright, I'm back with you here at wherever I am. Don't even know. Real quick shout out to Argaff, I think his YouTube name is. Natalie Conway and Jerry Stocky. Long time no see. It's been way too long since I've seen you. I hope you and the fam are doing great and hope to see you again sometime soon. Miss y'all. Andel Maddock. It's a really nice family from Sydney. I think they're my biggest fans, to be honest. They're super nice, super cool, and hi family, hi kids. I hope my videos aren't too vulgar or adult orientated. I try to keep them kind of kid friendly, kind of like my shows. But I do swear every now and then. There's a little bit of nudity. I try to warn you. So I hope it's okay for kids. I try not to go too overboard, but I don't want to censor my videos either. Like I want to be me, and that's what I'm doing. So hope that's okay. Speaking of that, they actually had a question. They asked if I ever got lonely out here on trail. And to be honest, not really. I do miss people. I miss my ex-girlfriend. I miss, family and, some close friends. But I don't know, I'm a pretty independent person. I travel a lot by myself, and I'm fine with being just with me. Whether it's in the woods or even at a brewery or whatever, I'm fine with having a beer or two by myself and doing my own thing. So I don't really get lonely. Plus, there's a lot of critters. There hasn't been a lot of wildlife, to be honest. The typical birds and squirrels and chipmunks and stuff like that. But I'm never alone. There's always some animal out there making some noise or chirping or doing its thing. So yeah, I'm never really lonely. I do miss people sometimes. So I hope that answers your questions. And yeah, anyone else, if you have questions, let me know and I'll do it just like that. Real quick recap of the day. It was not my favorite day and not my worst day. It started out great with the views of Lava Rock Lake. Just stunning. Just loved it. I was able to pick up a couple cervezas for tonight, which was cool. And kept on riding. I rode the horse trail and 2 thumbs down on that one. Bumpy and a lot of sand and not my favorite. I ran into one guy on a horse and then 3 other people on horses on that trail. And of course, when I saw him, I just gave him the bird and cussed him out and said, like, what the F are you doing on this trail? This is for bikers. JK. Is that a thing? Do people say JK? I don't know. I'm making it a thing. No, I was super nice. They were super nice. Like, they had big old smiles. All of them were like, what a great day to be in the woods. And I was like, yeah, I agree. And so, yeah, I talked to them and they were all cool. I didn't, say anything bad. I think we can coexist and if they make the trail less desirable for mountain bikers or unicyclers, so be it, you know. We have a lot of trails out there, so I don't think they have a ton to choose from, so no complaints. I love horses. My niece actually is really into horses, and I think she owns 4 of them now, and she like competes and everything, so yeah, I love horses. No complaints. I know I complain about them a little bit, but it's all good. What else? I think, yeah, then I kept on keeping on and found some snow, which wasn't great, but, you know, like I said before, Jason Mraz always says, look for the good and the bad, and the good of the snow is my beer is ice cold, so, and I got a fire to keep warm, and no complaints, you know. Oh yeah, don't you know. I think that wraps up today. I still want to talk about my feelings and stuff. I'm a bit scared to tell y'all what I'm thinking and feeling. I think a lot on trail, but I'm gonna do it. So stay tuned. It'll be coming up hopefully in a video here sooner or later. Besides that, you know what they say. I screwed that up. And I'm gonna leave you with this. Drink your own beverage. Whether it's beer, soda, whiskey, whatever. Drink your own beverage. I wanted to comment one more thing about being lonely on trail. Almost all the time I'm listening to either music or a podcast. The whole time I'm on trail, I have my earbuds in, and I'm listening to something entertaining that keeps me busy and keeps me to not think about too much stuff. My top 6 artists on trail. I tried to narrow it down to 3, but couldn't. So top 6 artists, no particular order: Jason Mraz, Sean Mullins, Third Eye Blind, Matchbox 20, Ani DeFranco, and of course Taylor Swift. But I listen to all sorts of music: rap, Eminem, ICP, new country, pop, folk, all sorts of stuff. I also listen to podcasts. Backpacker Radio is one of my new favorites. And I was just featured in an episode, so I'll try to post a link in the description down below. But yeah, just look up Backpacker Radio, Jamie Mossengren, or the Unicycling Unicorn, and you'll see my episode. And it turned out great. Like, I was a bit nervous when I did it before I started the trail in Denver, but yeah, it was great. Silly, fun. I was also on another podcast called Life Skills Matter, which is also interesting and good. So look that up if you want. The other podcast is Duct Tape and Beer, which is, I forget the name of it right now. Michael Moore, he just started a podcast, and I like his movies. His podcasts aren't great. It's a lot of him complaining and saying the same stuff over and over, so I fast forward a lot. Like, I'm like, blah, 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 blah. But he makes a lot of good points, and it's entertaining. The Moth, it's just like people telling stories, basically, true stories. Radio Lab's okay. What else? Comedian. It's okay. That yeah, that's all I can remember. I know there's a couple more. Oh, Stories from the Pitch. That's my favorite. It's about street performers and their stories. And if you're not a street performer, you might not like it as much, but you might. I don't know. Look it up. Busker's Hall of Fame Stories from the Pitch. Dirtbag Diaries is the name of the one podcast, and it's kind of funny. Like, the guy rode this Oregon Timber Trail, and I saw his name written on a couple of logs, and that was kind of cool. Fitz, yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to share that, and I also wanted to say, when life throws you lemons, make Mike's Harder Lemonade and drink it. You. Well, it's not microwave popcorn, but it's still pretty dang good. Yet another pro tip: before you take a ice cold smart water